Well, what's going on, guys? I got another video for you. After the last video I did talking about just being profitable and things like that, talking about the year-end sales and the numbers, one of the guys actually asked, what is my background in business, essentially? Have I gotten any business training and things like that? And really everything that I've taught you guys, I hate to say taught you guys, really everything that I've put in the videos up to this point is things that I've taught myself over the last 3 years, and it's all from the books that I've read. So I thought I would share with you guys some of those books. That is really kind of key for your personal and your professional development, is making sure that you guys are reading. Leaders are readers. If there's something that you want to know about, there's something you want to learn about, YouTube can only take you so far. You really have to start kind of honing in that skill and just be disciplined and start reading books that are gonna build you up. So these aren't really in any particular order as far as rank, but these are like my top 10 books that I feel are the most beneficial to me up to this point. So the first one we'll say is Profit First. So you guys hear me talk about that one all the time. If you didn't realize, it's actually a book. It's written by Mike McCallowicz, and it is by far one of the best things that I've implemented in my business from day one, was reading and trying to implement the Profit First system, which teaches you how to budget and how to basically operate your finances while you're running your business. Second one would be his pumpkin plan. So the pumpkin plan is, how do you cater to a specific portion of your customers? So he talks about these great pumpkin farmers who focus on growing these award-winning pumpkins by going through and pruning out all of the small ones that don't seem to be growing as well, and they only cater to these award-winning pumpkins that they can identify. So that teaches you to focus all of your time, energy, and effort into building up the top 20% of your clients that you have. It's the 80-20 rule. Third book would be The Toilet Paper Entrepreneur, also by Mike McCallowicz. That's how I started. So the Toilet Paper Entrepreneur is basically the guy or girl that starts a business and has very little to no resources to kind of dump into it. And that's not necessarily all the whole case with it. But what the Toilet Paper Entrepreneur teaches you is that when you first put that fresh roll of toilet paper on there, there's abundance of toilet paper there, and you just start ripping off as many sheets as possible to do your business. But when you get down to the last 2 or 3 sheets, you got to start getting creative, okay? So, and that's what he teaches you, is how to be creative, how to be frugal. You don't need all the biggest, best, latest equipment in order to run your business. You can start very small and be very efficient with minor things, and you have to be very intuitive and creative in the beginning stages, and then even throughout the company, to make sure that you're not just inadvertently overspending money on things that you have no business spending money on. The fourth one is The EMyth by Michael Gerber. A lot of guys in the industry have talked about this book. Fantastic book. Talks about how if anybody is like, say you're working for someone and you get that itch that all of a sudden you want to jump and you want to start your own business because you know more than your boss does, this and that. You jump, you start a business, and you find out, I was just a really great technician, but I don't know anything about the business side of owning and operating a business. I don't understand the financing. I don't understand how to get leads. Now you're in a whirlwind because you just made that leap, and it's called the E-Myth because it's the entrepreneurial myth that you truly want to be an entrepreneur, but really you just wanted to work for yourself. But then you get out and you start working for yourself, and now you've created you left your 9 to 5, and now you created a job where you're just working 24/7, 365, because you don't know how to create a business, you don't know how to create and implement systems. And he goes through the struggles that you'll encounter if you do not start growing a sellable business that has systems in it. So the E-Myth, fantastic book. Next one is Home Service Millionaire by Tommy Mello. Very good book. Tommy is really well versed with his garage door company that he has, and he goes over systems. He talks about the systems that a home service business should be using. You don't necessarily have to use the ones that he mentions in the book, but it gets you the basics of having the website, having the CRM, different ways to track your numbers and stuff. So Home Service Millionaire by Tommy Mellons, really good book. Sixth, The 5 Secrets to a Phenomenal Business by Howard Partridge, another fantastic book. Again, he's got really good points in there. Anything by Howard Partridge I would highly recommend as well. Another fantastic business owner. 7, I have Who Moved My Cheese? So, silly title, but essentially, Who Moved My Cheese is the story of these 2 rats and these 2 guys that essentially keep going to the same location in a maze because they've discovered that there's cheese there. But what happens is, because they keep going to that same spot, unknowingly, because it happens so gradually over time, they don't realize that the amount of cheese that is there is replenishing. And they're so honed in on just going to that same spot over and over and over that once the resources are gone, they don't know what to do, and they're scared to go back through the maze. And basically what that book is teaching you is that there are going to be times where you're going to get very comfortable and very complacent going and doing the same thing over and over and over because that's where your cheese is. And then if something happens and it comes in and the economy changes, or another company comes in and just derails everything that you're doing, you're going to have to get back out in the maze. You're going to have to get back out in that rat race and find the cheese. And there's 2 guys in there. The 2 guys that they talk about, Ha and I can't remember the other guy's name, but those 2 guys, you can listen to the inner turmoil that goes on between them, and one is so stubborn and doesn't want to go and look for more cheese because he's scared, and the other one realizes that even though it's scary, he still has to do it because that's what he did at the very beginning. So it's something that you guys will have to experience. So Who Moved My Cheese is great. It's going to be a great book for that, and understanding that will happen and what's to come, and how to kind of laugh at yourself about being so foolish to move on and get back out in the rat race and do it again. 8, The Richest Man in Babylon. So this is more on the finances side again. If you guys have done anything with Dave Ramsey's course, where he talks about the debt snowball and what to do with the dollar, what percentage goes towards charity, what percentage goes towards savings, what percentage goes towards investing, and then what percentage is yours to spend. So basically it's what's yours to keep, what's yours to spend, and what's yours to give away. Richest Man in Babylon is fantastic. You guys have to read that book. Number 9 is The Compound Effect. So The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That one is actually really good because it talks about how small, simple actions, when done daily, will compound and give you significant results. So those little things that you feel like aren't important, or probably the little things that I've done relentlessly over the last 3 years that has allowed me to grow to the point that I am so far. And there are still so many things that I do not do. But it's being mindful that this is a journey. It's not a get rich quick. You're not just going to leapfrog through time and then all of a sudden you're going to be there and things are going to be magical. It takes a lot of effort, a deliberate, determined effort done daily, and it will compound and it will get you the results that you want and even beyond. And then 10 is actually the one I'm listening to now, and that is Choose to Win by Tom Ziglar. Tom Ziglar is the son of Zig Ziglar, which is the famous speaker, motivational speaker. Then business guru. Zig Ziglar was fantastic. His son has taken over that family legacy. And Choose to Win, I would say if you're going to get Choose to Win, turn around and get the Zig Ziglar Performance Planner as well. That way you guys can be making sure that you're writing down your goals, working on your goals daily, and that Choose to Win book, fantastic. So hopefully you guys will get some of these books, start reading them, start implementing the steps, okay? It doesn't matter how many books you read, if you do not go into the action steps listed in those books and start implementing the things that they're teaching you, then all that knowledge is wasted, because the only thing better than knowledge is applied knowledge, okay? Appreciate you guys. Hopefully this helps out. Let me know what you guys think. And then, leave me a comment. What kind of books have you guys been reading? What helps you guys out? And, hopefully we can talk about it later. Appreciate you guys. Later.